Right, YouTube's Big Mike. Without further ado, retro. Let's do another pickers video. Cheers. Right, the first pick we got is some pure vinyl cleaner. It's a record cleaner, apparently. I bought this basically to clean the discs with. I wasn't sure which fluid to use, so I asked Cine Steve what he was using. He had some anti-static record cleaner. I couldn't get the same brand as him, so I found this one, and he says it seems to be doing a job, so that's what I purchased, and I've cleaned a few of those Spectrum discs. I've yet to test them yet, but hopefully it make all difference. I've just done those ones that are that didn't work, so we can try those and see how we get on with those. Right, the next pickup was a little bit of a strange device. If you focus on it here, it's a it's like an SD card reader for the PS Vita. It's not in focus, is it? But basically, I think you have to be running some sort of particular software. One of the operating system 3.1 or something, and then you can use that, I think, and put games onto that and read them as games, I believe. But it was only £2 something on eBay, so I thought for £2 something it's worth looking into. And then I've got it. I mean, I haven't even got a Vita at the moment, even though I've got a Vita collection. I got offered a good price on my Vita, so I sold it. And I'm going to buy one back again, but they seem to be going up in price again, so I might have sold it at the wrong time. So, usually we win on the buying and selling with the games, but every now and again you can lose. Right, the next one is next up is X-Copy. This is the original disc, this one. So it's from the same seller again. When I seen it as a proper nice original rather than that printed label one, which I'm suspect it was original, but this is the original. So X-Copy Professional. So wanted an original copy of X-Copy. I'd love to get in the box and everything just to have it. So, but I've got two versions of X-Copy, and this is an original disc. So that's X-Copy. The next one is a game that I'm after in big box, but unfortunately I don't have it at the moment. You don't have one of these spare, Steve, do you? Big box. There's the original Supercars. Manual's a bit tatty. Has both original full price release discs. Apparently it's booted and tested. So yeah, that's Supercars. So we're after the box for that now. So we've got the discs. I paid, I believe, $4.99 for these. So it's not too bad a price. Really like this. I got Supercars 2 now. Obviously, Steve got me the box for the gave me the box for the big box of Supercars 2. All right, it's the budget release discs inside. I've actually got the budget box inside the big box as well. But yeah, we'll be looking to get the Supercars. So we've got the discs and the manual, pretty knackered manual, but it's a start. Hopefully, we might find a box. We might not, But if we get one and the discs aren't working, then we have the discs and we can put the discs in together. So that's Supercars 2. So Supercars, sorry, original Supercars. Right, next thing's not too interesting. Just another cheapy lead for the PlayStation, sent from Japan. This was like a bid now sort of thing. Someone had a silly bid on it, and I bid for 50p. And I always like to see them send something from Japan or something for 50p. It's crazy, isn't it? I can buy something from Japan or China for 50p, but I couldn't send something to my next door neighbour for 50p. So it's pretty crazy. Now the next one is one I've yet to test. I don't actually know if this will fit in British Super Nintendo, actually, because it's an American cartridge shape, which is a Super Nintendo 101 cartridge. This was a little bit dear. I think this is between 20 and 30 quid, something like that. It's a bit difficult to work out once you buy it in dollars, don't you? And then obviously you get an exchange rate from PayPal and what have you. And so it was between 20 and 30 pound this one. It's pretty cool though. It's very clean. It actually has real screws, and I was quite impressed with it. It's actually got Nintendo stamped on the back, which you wouldn't have thought, and the proper, like, sort of almost proper sticker. Actually looks pretty pretty impressive for a fake cartridge. Although they wouldn't have, it doesn't have the copyright. I'm sure Nintendo, the actual sign, has copyright. Doesn't it? Oh no, it does actually, doesn't it? Looking at it there on the cameras, a little R. So yeah, I don't know. It's a very nice cartridge for a copy, but then again, you're paying more money for it, so it's probably that's where you get a better quality. I did notice that with the other cartridge, the Mega Drive one. The one I bought originally had proper screws and was a bit nicer put together, and the one I bought a bit cheaper for just over £10. That was a little bit more tacky, the cartridge, the casing. So sometimes it's better to pay a little bit more than the least you can pay for something. Right, next one. I haven't had any Specky Tape games on for a while, so I bought Silkworm. You all know I love Silkworm and Swiv. So Silkworm, I remember playing this on the Spectrum. Absolutely fantastic. I haven't played it on Amiga, but I probably played it more on the Spectrum. So, as you can see, there's the actual Specky graphics there, look. Amstrad versus Spectrum. I think the Spectrum looks nicer. It's clearer picture. But, yeah, Silkworm on the Spectrum. About £5 for this one delivered. May have been £6. So got that one. Love a bit of Silkworm. Next one is Venus Flytrap. Amiga shooter, small box. I've got my eye on a big box one of these, but he's got out for a bit too much money at the moment. But he does say or offers, so I might put in a cheeky offer. So I can't remember if this is any good, but we will find out. So but it looks pretty cool. So that's Venus Flytrap. Right, next one is a purchase that I've purchased before, which is Road Rash on the Amiga. It's a pretty good conversion, this actually. I think it's no better than the Mega Drive version. I know it's certainly not no worse. There's a sticker I have to get rid of there. But yeah, this box is cleaner than mine. It's had a little bit of a bash on the side. I don't know if Royal Mail did that. It's a bit of fold at the top, but I think mine's pretty poor condition. So I purchased that one. It's about £6, I think, for that one. £3 something, and £3 delivery. Next one, I thought looked pretty interesting. I can't remember if it was any good or not. Was Cisco Heat. But you are the American Police, which I thought was pretty cool. I do remember it in the arcade. I don't remember if, like I say, I can't remember if it was any good. I don't remember if it was any good conversion. Well, the box upside down around the wrong way. But it looks pretty fun, doesn't it? It looks sort of like it sort of works on the same sort of how the road appears on Outrun, sort of you look at the buildings and all that. But we shall find out if it's any good. And the box is fairly clean. It's quite nice artwork on the box there. I quite like the look of that, so it's very clean. I think this was £10 or £11 delivered, so it's from the usual guy I usually buy from. Another one, these ones here. In fact, yeah, these ones here are all from the same seller. This game here is Turbo Tracks. According to Games Master and Amiga Action, a pretty good game. I don't know if it is. It almost looks quite similar to sort of supercars, but you sort of don't fire missiles at each other, I'd imagine. Or you know, Micro Machine sort of thing. But yeah, this game was $4.99 with free postage, I think. So really look at the how clean the box is. Fantastic. So $4.99. I wasn't going to let it stay there. So that's Turbo Tracks on the Amiga. Next one also cost $4.99, which is Megalomania. Absolutely fantastic game. Love it. I've got the big box edition and First Samurai. I'm after First Samurai. Big box. Doesn't come up that often, so I thought I'd just grab this one. I believe this is missing a disc or missing something. And hence this was only $4.99 as well. I think, you know, when this is sort of complete and everything's there, I think it goes for like between 10 and 18 or something like that. So, but it's nevertheless if it is missing the discs of Megalomania or something to do with Megalomania, I've got the First Samurai anyway. So the next one I bought, a bit of a misunderstanding. This is MiG-29 Fulcrum, which looks like a bit of a flight simulator. Now, I'm not really into me flight simulators. I thought this was the other MiG. I thought this was a big box release of MiG-29 Soviet Fighter. So it wasn't the big box release of MiG-29 Soviet Fighter. It's a completely different game. So I believe MiG-29 Soviet Fighter only got a budget release. It's possibly a Codemasters original. So yeah, so that's MiG-29, and it's not the game that I wanted. The next game is the final game that we've got today is So Nice. I bought it twice. So we have Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. Right, what happened with this one was I had 2 bids on 2 copies of this. This one is probably the one I'm going to keep. I put a bid of 50p and I won it, and it was £3 something delivery. And I'm not joking, it came in a massive box with loads of bubble wrap. It probably cost them money to send me that. And this one here was off the other guys, and this was £4.99 as well. So, but unfortunately, looking at this one, it is damaged along the bottom, which I didn't notice, but it didn't show that in the thing. But other than that, it's immaculate. So, well, it's not immaculate, you know. It's got some honest shelfware, shall we say. So, like I say, both of them had the manuals and discs and everything. They're all complete. Yeah, so that was that really. So that's Jimmy White. So I've got 2 of them. And 2 of them ended up costing about £8 or £9 together. So if you have any need to Jimmy White's, let me know. I've got one spare. Like I say, it will be the worst condition one I've got, because obviously I'll keep the best one for myself. But if you're displaying it that way, you know, no one's going to see that. So, you never know, if someone wants it, you know, they can either work something out or do something. But, yeah, just another thing I've done this week. I'm going to try and show you. I don't know if I can do this right. I bought 20 of these. These are new, is this a new one? Or it looks very old, this one, actually. Doesn't look new at all. It's very scratched up. I bought 20 new ones of these, but I don't think that is new. No, I don't think that is new. It looks like an old one, that one. Ah, here's a new one, sorry. I was going to say, it doesn't look very new, does it? So you look at these, it's brand new. Now, I know that Toot UK and Daz say that, you know, you can buy the, at the car boot, you can get a Cliff Richard's greatest hits and all that for replacing your games, for, like, you know, for your double games like these. And you might pay £1 or £1.50 or whatever for your Cliff Richard's greatest hits. But I think buying these brand new 20 at a time, I got these for £17 delivered for 20 of them. So that's less than £1 a piece. I mean, I know you're missing out on possibly 2 hours of the greatest easy listening that you could possibly known to man. But I think the results of having a second-hand case and having a brand new case, you know, because it's still going to be used, it's still going to be scratched. I wish I'd had one to show you before I changed them all over, but I didn't. But now look at how nice that looks in the brand new case. It looks awesome. It looks really cool. You know, I think if you know you're going to use them, which I do, I bought 10 of these before, and I can't find. I've used them, but they weren't on the Mega CD games for some reason, which I thought I did use them for that. But you know, the brand new case is just looks a business. I've now changed all the cases on my Mega CD games. The only problem that you do have, if I try and show you, is, you know, This game doesn't have a manual, so it's not really too much of a problem with this one. The teeth here, if you got a manual and you put it in, and you sometimes shut them and it doesn't quite shut correctly, but you can bend the teeth out or you can file them down, so that's easily resolvable. So yeah, I thought that was another good little tip. I thought I'd just chuck that in on the end. On eBay you can buy these double cases for £17 delivered, which I think is better than getting a second-hand case. From a second-hand case is a good you know, easy solution, but if you want the sort of best your games to look the best that they can possibly look, I think a new case will always speak for itself. I do have I've still got all the spines and that for the original casings. Yeah, so see the original ones are grey, but where they're so many years old, look, you see the casing. I mean, you could clean that up a bit, but you're never going to bring it back to 100%. So like I say, a whole new casing. I think they look better and cleaner with the black and all that. I mean, it depends. I've kept hold of all the cases that I've got, the original Mega CD cases. Yeah, if anyone wants the original cases, let me know, 'cause some people are very funny with keeping everything original, aren't they? I think if it looks better and it doesn't, you know, you're not changing inside material or anything, then, you know, I've got about 10 of these original grey ones. I mean, if you change the actual plastic glass, they're fine. You could get them looking new again. I mean, I don't know if the glass will change from those. They possibly will, but I just thought with them all looking black, it looks cool enough for me. I think, you know, it looks like a brand new game. It almost looks like Too Good, doesn't it? It looks, you know, that might have been an uprated copy of the cover where it looks so nice, but no, it looks lovely. It really sort of brings the game back to life. If you go back to my other videos, you've seen the pickup on this. It's absolutely smashed to bits, the case, and it's come up beautiful. So yeah, that's that really. So okay, YouTube, like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Just a little shout out at the end. I'd like to wish one of me top muckers, Marcus Locke, happy birthday, mate. Many happy returns. Happy 50th. Cheers.